I've been listening to a lot of Avenged Sevenfold lately, one of my favorite bands. One song comes from their most recent album called The Stage. Really grabbed my attention the other day. It's called the Fermi Paradox. If you don't know what the Fermi Paradox is, it's named after a guy named Enrico Fermi. He was a scientist, born in 1901, lived till mid-50s, something like that. Worked with nuclear physicists and other big scientists of the day. But he created a problem which is commonly called the Fermi Paradox. So the Fermi Paradox essentially comes down to, in our Milky Way galaxy only, not the entire observable universe, but just in the Milky Way galaxy, there's something like 200 to 400 billion stars similar to our sun. And among those 200 to 400 billion stars, there are going to be billions, I don't know how many he decided, but billions of planets similar to Earth in the Goldilocks zone that might be habitable. Of those billions of planets, it stands to reason that at least some of those billions of planets would develop civilizations and intelligent life. And the paradox comes with those numbers, kind of off the chart. Numbers suggest that we should have been visited by alien civilizations by now. So then the question becomes, with the numbers the way they are in the paradox, why is there no evidence, solid evidence of Earth being visited by an alien race? Immediately my mind went to another Avenged Sevenfold song from the same album called Roman Sky. I'll link these two videos, or the videos to these songs, in the description so you can hear the songs. But Roman Sky is a tribute to a Roman scientist, astronomer named Giordano Bruno, who, I'm going to read this. It's a tribute to Giordano Bruno, who in the 16th century theorized the existence of a universe beyond the Copernican model, a universe with 1 million inhabited planets orbiting 1 million suns, and the possibility of this should bring a transformation of the idea of human life. He was burned at the stake as a heretic on February 17th of the year 1600 for preaching that we might not be the only life in the universe. Now, based on that, we're going to burn somebody alive for trying to teach a scientific principle. No wonder aliens don't want to visit us, or at least not that we know of. Now, I came up with a few other reasons why alien species might not want to visit us here on the Earth. Number one, the Kardashians. Number two, Justin Bieber. And number three, the Real Housewives series. Wow. I mean, why would they want to visit? Another reason for me would be rush hour traffic. You think they want to come down here and experience how awesome rush hour traffic is? You know, and then there's all the other things. There's hate, all the hate and racism and wars, and the terrible things that humans have done in the name of some concept of God. Now, there are a few reasons why they would or should visit. If they haven't visited just because of the Twilight series or Little Pump, we have pizza. Especially, there's a pizza brand, pizza name around here called Rosso's Pizza. It is amazing. There's also water skiing, watching the sunset on a Hawaiian beach, live musical performances. There are for sure other things too, like tacos and ice cream, the Aurora Borealis, and Shiner Bock beer. But maybe they just don't know. Maybe they're kind of stupid about those things. Here's a quote from Nicolaus Copernicus, since I brought up Copernicus earlier. He says, "To know that we know what we know, And to know that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. Maybe they don't know what they don't know. I wonder if Donald Rumsfeld knew he was quoting Copernicus in his address to the whoever he was talking to when he said, we know what we know and we don't know what we don't know. It was hilarious. Maybe they're offended that we call them aliens. Shouldn't we refer to them as something friendlier? Give them a more friendly moniker? Like, well, I mean, we do say extraterrestrial. What about non-indigenous? What about unearthly? What about extrinsic? Anyway, there are many theories as to why there is no evidence. So there are many theories as to why there is no real evidence of Earth being visited by extrinsics. Some of the obvious theories are crossing the enormous distances between stars is not possible. There are no civilizations advanced enough to make the trip. Extraterrestrial life is rare or non-existent, or no other intelligent species have arisen. Or it's the nature of intelligent life to destroy itself or others. There's so many theories, I could go on. But my favorite theories are the zoo hypothesis and they are here, unacknowledged. I like both of these theories, and I think they work well together. Can we agree that humans are terrible? There are good things about humans: music, art, food, rich cultural traditions, etc. But on a whole, our world is, or to me seems to be, very primitive in our hate, paranoia, our seeming insatiable greed for power, money, Super Bowl rings, and religion. It seems that people are obsessed with the idea of being better than. Like, I'm better than you because I'm an American, or I'm better than you because I am a Cowboys fan, or I'm richer than you, or I have an iPhone X, or because I love dogs and cat people are stupid. People seem to be in a constant struggle comparing themselves to others and needing to feel better than others. I kind of do understand it, but it seems to be just another form of greed. But it happens. I drive a faster car than you, or whatever. I could have a million examples. I like the zoo hypothesis. I think there is plenty of evidence that extrinsic species have visited us for thousands of years, but that Earth is kind of a zoo, where we are being observed but not necessarily interacted with. Also, you know they would want to try pizza, ice cream, water skiing, and seeing Metallica in concert, so I believe they do interact with us all the time, but do so in a way where they can remain unacknowledged. I'm still a bit offended that I've not been visited by any extrinsics. Would it not be cool to have a friend from afar? What things would I learn? What, if anything, would they learn from me? I would probably be like a pet hamster put in a cage to run on a wheel. But maybe they would treat me like an awesome house cat or dog and let me fetch the stick or something. I don't know, but I think it would be awesome, and I want them to visit me. And that is what's on Paul's mind today.